trying to watch the gamefy one. I think that's still acceptable for me.
Acceptable for you. Huh. Okay, that's better than me. Welcome back, everybody, to day number 9, your final match of Group Stage B. I'm LD, I'm joined here by Winter, and this one is going to be very interesting. Vici Gaming versus Tang Fu. Vici Gaming, if they win 2-0, they would force a 3-way tie for second place, or last place, however you want to look at it in Group B. If anything else happens, they're eliminated. I don't know who actually wins the tiebreakers.
Sorry to disrupt you. The admins are looking for you in the game.
Okay. Well, I responded. Just let me know when they say something.
Okay.
So we're seeing the two teams right now being presented and sort of compared. Tang Fu getting average, pretty decent rankings, but nothing exceptional. And I think that's what we've seen for them. We've seen a strong team, but not a dominant one. Not a team on the level of IG.
Yeah, and this match will be very crucial for both teams. If VG win today, will they stand a chance to get third place? Mathematically, yes, right?
Vici Gaming, if they win 2-0, then we would have a situation where all three teams are tied in the group.
What if 2-1?
If it's 2-1, no, then they'll lose because one of the first tiebreakers is your number of matches, or maps won. So if it's a best out of 3 and you win 2-1, then you have 2 maps won. And 1 loss.
So we might see some cheesy tactics from VG because they have to win this 2-0.
Yeah, we could see some very cheesy tactics. Let's see, what are they saying? He is not casting today. Holiday with family. He has wait. They're wondering where Casper is. I think that was the whole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
the Russian caster. Okay, so yeah, for this matchup, Vici Gaming, they have to win 2-0 to even have a shot. I don't actually know who wins the tiebreakers. I think the final tiebreaker, after the first tiebreaker is your record, obviously. You know, just are you 1-2, 2-1, 3-0. The second tiebreaker is your games won, and then the third I think is head-to-head matchup, and then or it might be head-to-head and then head-to-head matchup, and then if all else fails, I believe it's your total. It's something to do with, like, kill ratio, like the number of kills your team has versus how many kills you give up. That's what someone was saying. I'm not sure if that's correct. I thought there was going to be actual playoff tiebreakers, but we'll see if that even matters, because realistically, the way Vici Gaming has played, I don't see them 2-0ing Tang Fu. I don't even see them taking the series. Based on what we've seen from them, they seem just rather inexperienced when it comes to team play and overall strategy.
What does the Chinese fans tell you, the percentage?
We haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's coming soon.
I think it will be like something 90-10.
Yeah, I think so.
Or, yeah, around those lines.
It's going to be very, very one-sided, I believe. And it should be. It should be. Let's be honest, Vici Gaming, they've shown a lot of individual skill, but also some very questionable decision-making, especially as a team. Their warding has not been the best, the overall strategy. And this is not to flame them. It's just what you expect from an inexperienced competitive team going up against teams that are very experienced, especially Tang Fu and IG.
Yeah, they need a lot more time and a lot more experience in LAN events. They are just a very young team, and I'm looking forward to see them play in the next 2 months when they have more games up, more practices, and more events.
And that's not to say that they couldn't surprise us here. Maybe take a map, take the series, but it would be a surprise. That's the key, is if they do win the series, and if they somehow win 2-0, that is very, very unexpected. We have no logical evidence to suggest that's going to happen from the first 2 days.
Well, there's still something. You can always hope for something, a surprise.
Well, we've seen the C2I anti-mage. That was sort of their trump card. What else could there be up their sleeve? Do you know of anything in particular?
When we scrim against them, the only thing in particular we were when we play with them and we hit the brick wall, it's his anti-mage. That's all.
Let's see if Tang Fu look to give that, if they look to ban that out. I think you do. Even though they lost that game against, who was it? Against MUFC. It looked like they had a shot for a while, and I felt if they executed properly, they could have won. You know, the anti-mage was coming to the fights a lot. He wasn't really split pushing. They didn't really commit to the fights early enough. They let the double hexes come out. They let the Phantom Lancers start getting big, but if properly executed, that anti-mage split push can work. It's just, it requires the proper execution to do it.
Yeah, it requires the good decision making, the item choices, and the heroes MUFC had were really hard for anti-mage to join the fight. Especially the PL when he was so fat. You just can't go in and start chopping anyone. His illusions will destroy you.
And they waited too long. They got one lane of Rax, but we also saw even things like I think it was the second Roshan.
I think it was half a lane of Rex. I think they only got the mini Rex. Yeah.
Which is
not
the
even
key
the
Rex,
full set
but yeah,
Rex.
but not even the full
set.
But you know, you go back to the decision making. Remember, I think it was the second Roshan where CTY gets the Aegis and blinks up the hill into the entire enemy team, gets hexed, and then ends up losing it for nothing. Or maybe it was for like one support dying.
I think he killed Nat. Only one support, but it wasn't worth it.
Not at all. And yeah, that's the key. Is it really wasn't worth it for them.
Their decision making is really one of the key factors that they're always losing, even when they are ahead, and they are finding it so hard for them to close out the games that are winning because they are unable to make the necessary decisions to close out the game.
So for Tang Fu, we've seen them play a couple of games now, and a solid team. I think solid all around, even when they're losing. They're still putting up a pretty good fight. Overall, decent decision making. We see the Veronica Magnus. It seems almost every game is going through the draft, and they're always taking it.
Yeah, and not to mention Tongfu Mu, his Beastmaster solo killing Zhou the other day.
Oh, that was impressive. Yeah, getting the solo kills as the Beastmaster, but it wasn't enough, and hey, it's hard to be enough against IG.
Yeah, you need to play every part of your game really well to the best level of your team's ability to be able to stand a chance, even to contest IG in the mid game. They are really so aggressive towards the mid game where even the slightest missed position by any one of your teammates will be taken advantage of.
IG. So I think you got a chance to watch the other matches in Group B, and you'd said that you were very impressed by IG's movements. They look very strong, and I think most people feel the same way. They make it coming out of Group B. They're going straight into the semifinals, guaranteed top 4. And out of all the teams we've seen, LGD International has looked strong. LGD China has looked strong. For Love has looked pretty decent. But IG is playing on another level right now, I feel.
Yeah, they are playing extremely well, and their style is somewhat different from the rest of the Chinese teams. They are very unique, and not to mention the 3 players, role number 1, 2, 3 are all very, very good at the moment. They are looking in a very good shape. The only thing I see is going not so good for them is Ferrari sometimes dying a bit too much in the games.
Ferrari is a very aggressive player, and even if he's not having a good start, well, 95%, right on the money. No, 98% when it's all said and done. Brutal. Tang Fu. And this is how the predictions... This one I actually agree with. I feel like it should be Tang Fu with a huge advantage based on what we've seen.
Yeah, the game has already started, LD. Are you going to watch from a Chinese stream?
No, I'm not going to watch from the Chinese stream. It's too laggy today.
Tongfu will start out with the first ban.
So let's see. They're going to have that first pick. The Bat Rider is something a lot of teams have been angling for. The Nyx Assassin already getting banned out. Do they ban the CTY Anti-Mage? Let's see.
They might even take it for Hao themselves.
As a first pick, you think?
Yeah, why not?
Because Vici Gaming has shown they're not afraid to take it for as certainly as their first pick and when they're the second pick. Yeah,
they don't mind snatching the anti-mage really early on for CTY to put up a good anti-mage show.
We saw he knows how to farm, but we need to see more than that if they want to win here. It's got to be the right item selections, the right individual decision making.
I think we would see a vast improvement on his item decision and decision making, because for a team that's in a big LAN event like that, you always need to talk among yourself, among your teammates, and discuss after each and every game to find out what is going wrong in this game and what is going wrong, what we should have done better. I think VG would have already told him that he needs to do certain stuff better, and if they do pick an anti-mage this game, I'm pretty sure it will be a much improved one than the games before.
I know something that we talked about after that series, that kind of heartbreaking loss for Vici Gaming, was you were hoping that they weren't flaming CTY too hard, that they weren't being too, the team wasn't too upset with him, Because it can be, for a young upcoming player to get, to have a crushing loss like that, and then for your team to be piling on, can be very damaging to your morale. So let's hope for his sake that it was a learning experience and not something where they were pointing fingers.
Yeah, as long as they're not too pushy about it and they do it in a positive manner, just to remind him that he needs to do certain things better, I think it should be fine. As long as it's not too emotional and the discussion is positive.
Hopefully they had that kind of a positive discussion. Vici Gaming, what are they going to do here? The anti-mages in the pool.
Yeah, they already gave away the Bat Rider.
It's a lot to give away, and especially because it seems like the hero that they've had the best luck with for XTT. He did play pretty well on Beastmaster yesterday. That should be said as well. Or no, that was SYDM. That was SYDM.
No, yeah, the Beastmaster was the SYDM, yeah, I remember. He was 1-0 and 8 at like 30, don't know, some point of the game he was 1-0 and 8, and he was doing all the ganks for his team.
He is the most experienced player on this team competitively. He's 26, I believe. He played for Tyloo for a while. He's been around the block, whereas the rest of them, very, very new to competitive play. So maybe it's SYDM's time to sort of rally his team here. Remember, guys, they need a 2-0 victory. Otherwise, they're just playing a spoiler at best.
Yeah, and when you mention about 26, my brain just shifts my focus to Q from DK.
Well, that's really a legend in the Chinese scene, I think, for a lot of people. It's a big comparison. Vici Gaming, they're going to go for the Mag plus Lone Druid. They want that mid-game death ball, and they get two big components of it. You figure for Tang Fu, very likely that Keeper of the Light might be snapped up here.
Yeah, I think it's a very wise decision by VG as well.
Oh, Winter, sorry to interrupt you, but your in-game audio is not working, so make sure you turn it on.
Oh, I forget again.
Winter.
Sorry, oh, someday you have to punish me for not for not having my audio on.
I'll just yell at you on the stream. The chat's flame of you is punishment enough. Although they'll probably blame me anyway. But for Tongfu, I really think we'll see that Keeper of the Light here. And then maybe one of those... What are they going to go for this game? I'm interested to see. They've been mostly doing double semi-carry or even double carry strategy. But do they look to do that this game, or do they go back to a more traditional 4-protect-1?
Tongfu does prefer to go for multiple carries at sometimes when they play, and they also do the 4-protect-1 when they get certain heroes like anti-mage. When they pick anti-mage, will be for sure that they are going for only a 1 carry. But when Hao plays something like a Nyx in this game, because there's a Lone Druid, and Nyx is extremely effective against Lone Druid.
And there's a Bat Rider on their team.
Yeah, if they don't pick up the Nyx, it's gonna be either an additional corp to support the DPS output from Mu, or they're not gonna pick the Nyx, they're picking Luna.
Interesting. And there's a Shadow Demon in the pool, but Vici Gaming, they go for the Rubik.
It's the same thing again. Will they regret this decision to go for the Rubik over the Shadow
Well,
Demon?
there is an Eclipse and a Black Hole to be stolen this game. And a Lasso, but the Lasso's not as important.
The important one is the Black Hole.
You say that's the important one, but we saw Dai showed us a couple days ago that if you steal Eclipse, it can be very, very powerful too.
Yeah, Eclipse deals a lot of damage, and Black Hole is only better when the game progresses beyond the mid phase. Usually you want to steal the Eclipse early on.
If they have RP plus Black Hole, oh boy, you better watch out.
Oh, RP plus the Black Hole. Who is going to do the Wombo combo? Who is going to do the Wombo combo?
Wombo combo. We'll see. Keeper of the Light. I was talking about Keeper of the Light, but I'm actually showing my fatigue because he was banned in the first phase.
I wanted to add something as well. It was I could see that this is part of the plan of VG to give away the Bat Rider, because when they ban Keeper of the Light and the moment they pick up Magnus and Lone Druid, these two heroes are stick push type of heroes, and when you are going for a draft like that, you don't want to face Keeper of the Light because he can hold your team off for a long period of time and create a lot of farming space for the other teammates. So you could see here, by banning the Keeper of the Light and giving away the Bat, and they swiftly picked up Magnus and Lone Druid. You could see the game plan there. They already had this in mind before the game started.
And for Tang Fu, they do have some very disruptive heroes. If you want to group up and push, and Batrider has a good start, he can be the hero that really looks to spread the map, that picks you off, that prevents you from getting that early push going. I like that Vici Gaming is doing this on the Dire side as well. They're going to have better access to Roshan. They have a lineup that can bring him down pretty quickly with Empower plus the Lone Druid Bear in the mid game. And maybe we'll even see an early medallion or some minus armor from this team. We'll see what they go for with the last 2 picks, but doing this strategy on the Dire side, I feel it's a bit more effective than on the Radiant because you have better access to Roshan.
Yeah, as we can see before the games, there are many games that were decided in the Roshan fight. And there's one more thing, we might even see a level 1 Rosh if VG decide to do it.
Oh, you mentioned that. That could be cute. And also, I want to also point out, there are... What is it? 1, 2, 3 heroes that can throw things up on cliff. You have your Flame Break, your Skewer, and your Telekinesis Lift. So we may see the bear or heroes up on the cliff. If anyone's going for level 1 Roshan, all those skills become very, very precious. This game could get clowny in a hurry.
You know, I've been talking about the Batrider by Yao the other day when they were playing against Forlove and he missed one of the chances to throw the bear on the cliff. I'm looking forward to see it at level 1 here from Tongfu.
I think we're all looking forward to some antics like that. Tongfu, very smart ban. They get rid of the Beastmaster. Beastmaster Mag and Lone Druid is just too strong of a group up and push, and they're not going to let it through. Also, like we talked about, SYDM played a very solid Beastmaster yesterday, and this is a hero that, if getting that Hawk gives you the map control, makes it a lot safer to push. You can scout out the Batrider. You can ensure that he's not getting an easy Flaming Lasso to disrupt your fight. And Chen, all the group up and push heroes are getting banned out by Tang Fu.
Yeah, not to mention Rubik has the Aura as well, the Null Field, and when you combine it with Beastmaster's Inner Beast, you have a very strong 5-man lineup with the 2 auras supporting your team, and it's not going to be something Tongfu want at this moment.
I want to mention, there's a Panda in the pool. He hasn't been banned yet. It's a powerful way to counter the Lone Druid. We've talked about this many a time. And if Tang Fu don't take it...
Panda from VG in the previous games?
I don't think we have. I just mentioned it as a powerful combo, but you're right. I don't know if it's a hero they run. And also, even Tang Fu, maybe it's something they could look at as well.
Yeah, because Batrider is played by either Veronica or Mu, and it's still very flexible how Tongfu wants to lane this and pick their heroes. They could still pick a Panda.
And they do have the first pick coming out of this. Bounty Hunter is the ban here.
Yeah, they wanted to prevent more speed push from Tongfu.
What do you think about this, though? Because Bounty Hunter is very weak in the mid-game to the group up. He's strong with Batrider. You can find those kills early on, but if you don't find them, he's going to be very useless, especially with the track nerf. I feel like they should be happy to give away a Bounty Hunter because Tang Fu are going to have less ways to stop the push in the mid-game if they go for that.
You know, I think they were worried about... I think there was one game where they were winning by a huge margin, and because they gave away kills, I think it was against IG, and they had a Bounty Hunter, and because they were making so many mistakes and they got punished by the track goal a lot. So I think that's probably what VG is worried about.
The problem, though, is they gave away the Panda, and this, like we talked about, can really disrupt the Lone Druid push.
Okay, this is going to be a Veronica Batrider, so it's off lane, and Brewmaster will be mid lane.
It'll be a Mu Brewmaster, a Hal Luna, and then most likely, I think it's Long DD playing the Enigma.
Yeah, because this is the Rich support. He's going to be playing the Rich support, and sansheng is playing the role number 5 support, the Warder.
He used to play offlane for this team back at the International 2 East qualifiers, but he has shifted his role with the new additions to the roster. And I have to say, sansheng, kind of a... We haven't really talked a lot about him, but he's been a pretty solid player for them. We haven't seen him giving up too many kills. They've had decent warding overall, so let's see what kind of a high-impact hero can they give him this game. Is there one left in the pool? Not many supports at this point. Not many top supports.
Shadow Demon, Rubik are all out of the pool. These are the 2 current most popular and most favorite supports. Not to mention the Keeper of the Light as well. It's true.
What would they go for here?
I think they might go for something like a VS. The minus armor from Terra goes really well against the Spirit Bear.
It is strong. It's also helpful because they have the Luna, so then they have the Aura stack in the mid game, which really adds up.
They are the ones who have the Aura stack instead of VG.
Yeah, VG. Actually, no Aura stack for them. The Beastmaster got banned out. They do have Empower just to give that bear cleave, but not a whole lot of auras aside from that.
Null Field's Aura.
Yeah. Not the best synergy. And Tang Fu, Oh, they go for the Crystal Maiden. Do they have
This is
something?
also an aura. This is also an aura.
So most likely a Luna CM safe lane, and then Panda mid, Enigma jungle, Batrider off lane.
Well, I've seen them done something before, Tongfu. They run the Brewmaster's Fort Row as long DD, and they do a tri-lane aggressive CM, Panda, and Batrider. They could do that.
Oh, Vici Gaming. They're gonna steal Tang Fu. Well, not steal, but they're gonna turn to something that Tang Fu has used a lot, which is the double carries. In fact, Tang Fu ran a very similar lineup. I think they had Hao on the Shadow Fiend and Mu on the Lone Druid, or maybe it was the other way around. But they ran these two particular carries in their first match of the tournament.
Yeah. And from the players that are picking the heroes, I don't think they're doing the aggressive tri-lane. They're doing... Are they doing Enigma off lane? Yeah, they're doing Batrider jungle instead of Enigma jungle.
Oh, this is... They better... And they can probably get away with this. If we look at Vici Gaming, are they really going to be going for a lot of early kills? They could maybe with the Lena Rubik, but most likely they're going to be farming and getting levels. Oh, as I say that, though, XY's got a smoke. The one downside of the jungle Batrider and the offlane Enigma is they cannot really help the other lanes at all in the early stages. This is something Vici Gaming may be able to exploit with some good early movement.
But the plan for putting the Enigma on the offlane is usually they want to reduce the farm of the carry by denying a lot of number of creeps as possible from the carry of the enemy hero. That's the only good thing I see, where if they run the Enigma on the offlane instead of the Batrider.
So let's introduce the players, and then we'll see exactly how the lanes are going to shape up. CTY, who had... someone did the math, Winter. I think it was like 15,000 gold in total was spent, and then as far as items sold, and then
you
new
mean
purchases.
The anti-mage game?
Yeah.
The anti-mage.
Someone was saying it was around 15,000. I was too tired to do the math myself, but it did feel like it. CTY, is he going to find the answer this game? The good news, he's got 12 item slots to work with. Fenrir on the Lena, YXY on the Rubik, both of those playing supports. Early smoke and sentries picked up by them. SYDM going solo mid has been pulled a little bit of regen. Early Wraithband will help his last hitting. And offlane, XTT with Observers going to be playing the Magnus.
Yeah, one of the supports pulling the Observers just now. And for Tongfu, we have Long DD on the most likely jungling Batrider, Mu on the Pandaram Brewmaster. Then we have sansheng on the support Crystal Maiden. Oh, Hao is going middle lane with his Luna. And on the off lane we have Veronica.
XTT, this is... Oh, interesting. He sees that jungle Batrider and he's going to be right. And they're actually putting Hao mid, like you said. Interesting choice. This matchup, Shadow Fiend should get a lot of farm off of this, and actually it's going to be tough for Luna unless there's some ganks.
I think they were planning on dual laning the middle because the CM was somewhat roaming around there. Are they going to change the lanes?
This would be very nice for Vici Gaming if they can force some changes off the bat. Log DD looking to D-ward, and I think he's going to get it just in time before the camp spawns. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is going to make it in time. Because if you're running a Batrider on the NC, and if you have this camp here warded, it's going to be very difficult for him because he needs this camp to get his level 2 before he can proceed on to clearing the other stacks where he's doing. Unless they ran an Enigma on the jungle and instead of the Batrider, because Enigma won't have too much of a trouble even you ward off the small camp.
So they put the Luna mid. This is... We'll have to see if they're not running the dual lane mid, then Shadow Fiend could just raise her down from long range and is going to be able to outpush the Luna with the raises, so she'll be able to do a decent job controlling the runes. Although right now, as I say that, all the vision is for Tang Fu.
I wanted to add that as well already. I was going to say, VG again with the map vision problems. All the wards were denied.
It's our star-crossed lineup when it comes to that. Yeah, another game where literally no vision right now whatsoever outside of what the heroes on the towers can see.
Oh, this is going to be hard for the SF. He won't... If he doesn't get too many runes and he doesn't see what runes does the CM get, he could potentially get gank. Oh, when I say what rune, now in this rune. This is the perfect rune for CM to set up a gank in mid lane.
And Shadow Fiend, very, very squishy, is a pretty easy kill.
2. Yeah, he just got his level 2, he's going over now to take it, and I'm pretty sure he's going to move forward to the mid lane to gank, knowing that there's no vision.
SYDM, he has to know this rune just spawned. He's got to be careful. How careful will he be?
This is first blood. They have no vision at all, unless he has some superior map sense or gut feeling that tells him that he has to run.
And this is going to make a lane that could go Shadow Fiend's way. Turn around, Lucent Beam to start. Here comes sansheng, the Nova, and then the Frostbite should bring him down easily. First blood for Tang Fu. And that's the lack of vision. We mentioned it, and then a minute later, the perfect rune to make it happen.
Yeah, it was the perfect rune. Other runes probably would have, maybe a haste will do as well.
Top lane, Veronica taking a lot of damage. Can they bring him down? There's your Dragon Slave. They do just zap him. So they counter kill that Enigma.
Yeah, but SF is the more crucial hero right now to die, and if he gets behind too much in the early phase, too much ganks, and the mid phase, Bat Rider is going to pick him off time and time again easily.
And he's getting out CS by this Luna very, very heavily at the early levels.
It's really interesting, Luna's skill, but he opted to skill one level on Glaive early on instead of getting more on the Luna's Blessing.
He wants to try and push the lane out so he can control the runes and maybe do a little harassment to SYDM.
But wouldn't be better if you have the aura? Still more damage.
It's better for your last hitting, but I think overall that the Glaive's bouncing does a little bit more to push the lane. At least get 1 point.
Looking for a smoke gang in the middle. They want to get something in return.
They already gave up that first blood, but this is a combo. They could get an easy counter kill.
This is going to be hard in the daytime, and with Luna having such a high movement speed with the tranquil boots ready, I don't see them getting this kill.
Yeah, how and showing that he's a little suspicious right now.
Yeah, because Veronica might have told him something
that they're baiting it. No, not gonna happen.
Veronica as the offlane would have said something like, the supports are missing, and I think they are not pulling now because the creeps are behind near the tower, and you have to be careful how. That's all the offlaner has to report all the time and time again. When you don't see the supports in the lane, you need to remind the mid lane over and over again to make sure that he doesn't get picked up. That's
what we saw in the earlier matchup, MUFC versus IG. It seemed like Sharky was not notified that the supports were missing.
They're going in the middle. He has a haste. Rubik has a haste, but he's being blocked by the Melina.
Oh, big miscommunication. Lots of wasted time. If you compare this to Tang Fu, sansheng's already been successful, and Long DD's just jungling. Tang Fu are getting more out of the lanes.
Yeah, it's being the problem with VG, like we said the other day, inefficiency in the map movement and not making use of all the resources on the map.
Oh, they might find some openings here, though. Entangle and Veronica, he's only level 3. May just die solo to CTY. The supports come in, they'll snipe that one out.
Oh, bottom lane.
And now bottom lane. The dive on XTT.
Oh, almost. Sansheng almost took a fall.
Oh, Moo just...
Magnus realized that he can't run anymore, and he just dropped a shockwave before he died and almost took the CM with him.
It's a smart play by him. He could have gotten the counter kill.
Yeah. When you couldn't run anymore, it's sort of a wise thing to just drop all the spell you have. Oh, mid lane, how's gonna kill?
Mid lane, there's the Eclipse. SYDM is gonna drop. Hal picks him off. And hopefully I'll stop getting those Fred notifications every 5 seconds. That's why I wasn't watching it. Okay, so XTT, only level 4. A little bit under-leveled compared to what we've seen from some of the other offlane mags. He's taking more pressure than some other matchups we've seen in the past.
Because of the support as well. CM is a very strong lane support. She has 2 spells early on. It's really difficult for the Magnus, after the nerf to the Skewer, to take any levels in the lane. It's not as easy as before.
Yeah, usually when we've seen it...
Yeah, and you're up against a CM with 2 spells, you have to be really careful.
Here comes another movement from VG. They want to set up a kill mid.
A smoke.
They know that Eclipse is down, but can they actually find the kill? Oh, they don't.
Oh, the perfect rune again.
They do have sentries, but they'll probably scout this now. Oh, the smoke is revealed, but they don't realize Luna's here, I think, because the CM was there. sansheng's dropping low. Good raises from SYDM. There's no lasso yet. The flame break pushes him to the low ground. That could be an incredible flame break, but Tang Fu splitting forces here. They want YXY. They'll get him. Now Luna focusing Fenrir. Fenrir's got to hit a stun, and he's dead anyway. It really doesn't matter. Luna has that higher base move speed. Brings him down. Double for Hal. And SYDM coming in, but really needs to get away. With a Lucid Beam and a Malefice, he may die. He'll just escape.
Yeah, he almost... If he had got hit by the flame break there and he bounced him forward, they would have died on him at the tower.
And XTT, he's not level 6 yet. He can't counter gank. And that was the crucial timing because the next time that if they try to kill mid, Hal's most likely going to have Eclipse back up. It's only 1 minute cooldown, so an opportunity missed there in Tang Fu. Just the timing not working out for Vici Gaming. Right as they came in, the smoke was revealed, but the CM was up on the high ground, so they didn't know the Luna was there. Otherwise, they may have been able to drop a sentry ward. and at least get away, if not kill her off.
Yeah, I was just unlucky by them. Sometimes things like that do happen. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Timings are always very important in Dota.
I gotta point out they have some wards right now. They've got a lane ward top. They've got one.
They saw him. They saw the CM.
Finally they're seeing something. These guys are always playing in the dark.
Playing in the dark. Yeah, they are always not having the sufficient vision in the map for their carries, and because of the lack of vision, sometimes they make the less favorable decisions. Because when you make decisions, sometimes it's always about how much do you see in the map, which you can analyze where are the positions of the enemy heroes to make that crucial decision to go or not to go. And when you don't have the vision, you tend to make more mistakes when you are trying to make a move or a game or take your tower.
And something you've talked about is it's not just what you see, it's what you don't see. But the more map that you're seeing, the more areas where you can say, okay, there's nobody there, or there. They might be smoked up or going Roche.
Sansheng chuck, I just want to point out that Sansheng chuck a sentry right here. Can you see it on the minimap?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not the optimal position for it. It's better to chuck it right here so you can see. Oh, can't draw anymore. Don't know why. So you can see both sides of the river.
And they're ganking the sentry ward. They just took it out.
And he placed another sentry ward in the middle lane because he was suspecting that they had vision of her, which he was right, but he just didn't know where was the ward. He thought it would be either near his position here just now, or it would have been somewhere around here or here. That's why he placed a sentry right there.
So we're really approaching that mid game now, and it's time to look at items just in general for a lot of these core heroes. XTT has level 6, but isn't anywhere near that Blink Dagger. Panda is very close to his, already has Arcane Boots. CTY is up to 2,600 gold. No boots or really anything on the bear, but if he wants to go Radiance, it's coming pretty soon. At least the Relic is. And Bat Rider, no Blink for him, but Tranquil Boots up and level 7, and looking to go on bottom right now.
Oh, they're going.
Are they going? XTT wants to skewer away, but that's sticky napalm. Even if he gets away, there's no way out. Easy kill is going to be claimed here.
Yeah, and one thing I want to add as well, I'm really surprised that Londra is still leading in the CS scoreboard. Because with Enigma denying one creep every wave, I'm still really surprised that he's still leading in the last hit scoreboard.
You would think the Panda would be the leader. The Luna, we understand she's not because there's so much action mid and there's so many ganks in this lane, but the bottom lane, the Panda's really just had free farm all game.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he doesn't lead in the CS board.
To be fair, Lone Druid, even the Panda's only missing 2 creeps, or really 1 creep a wave, so it's not missing a whole lot, but still, it does add up. Middle lane, here comes the wraparound. SYDM is just going to dodge a bullet or try to. Malefice is their vision. There is. Veronica's not.
Vision.
Oh, yeah. Eclipse, but
Vision.
the creeps are tanking the entire Eclipse. And still they get the kill.
Yeah, it was because of the Luna's Blessing Night Vision 1000 range. There's no way that the SF can dodge that bullet.
Yeah, and with that, they were able to get the Malefice stun. If they didn't have nighttime, maybe he escapes there.
Yeah, it's all about the timing again. The timing.
Oh, blinking for Panda, clap on 2. Now comes the ult. He just got this dagger. Stun as well. Fenrir. Oh, man, the support's just melting. And CTY on the run, up to 3,300 gold. Should be able to escape with the Tranquil Boots. Yeah, he'll get away. And immediately they want to start counter-pushing because they're not going to be able to fight top.
Yeah, this is one well-placed, well-used Panda ulti to secure a good team fight and potentially get a tower. And it's still come down to the experience. They have to spot out that the Panda has a TP and ulti, and you can't be so aggressive in front of the enemy towers when there's a Brewmaster on the field with the ulti up. You just have to be very careful with every move you take near the tower.
Yeah, you should really be farther back.
Yeah, they weren't anticipating anything. Oh, I thought he would be able to steal the Panda ulti.
Oh, he's not level 6 though, and he's gonna melt.
Because I remember that Amu didn't use any spell since the split. I thought the Rubik was going to steal his ultimate.
It is something they're going to have to be careful about. And we talked about Black Hole and Eclipse, but this is another ultimate he would absolutely love to steal. That Panda ult could be so big for Vici Gaming, but Rubik's not level 6 yet. We're already 12 minutes in, and we are really seeing all those failed early ganks slowing these supports down. If this was some of the other Chinese teams, they really, by this point, the supports would probably be level 7 or 8 because they'd be doing a lot more farming.
Look at them stealing the stack with the CM ulti.
Wow,
this is not good.
That's cute. That's a lot of gold, and that's the mechanism for Veronica.
Oh, he has it already?
Yeah, mechanism, Blink Dagger, and Panda. Bat Rider Blink is up. They're getting all the crucial items, and even House BKB is close. Tang Fu are going to 5-man very soon, and I don't know if Vici Gaming is ready for this.
2 dagger, mecha, and a BKB on Luna. That's all they need. And they are smoke ganking bottom right now. Again, another smoke gang.
This one, they really needed to work. Shadow Fiend.
It's going to be very dangerous because she's so near the tower, the Luna.
So they... Oh, they want to go here. There's the Bat Rider. Blinks in, catches YXY. XDT has RP, but can't fight that. He's going to have to run. Where's that Nova? Just hitting 2 heroes, barely at that. Now the sticky napalm stack, obscuring away. Fenrir's going to drop as well. 2 supports going to drop here for nothing in exchange.
Look at the turn rate of the sticky napalm. It's so disgusting on Lina.
It's brutal. Even on the Magnus, you know, you just see him trying to turn around and skewer away. It really takes forever.
Yeah, it does. The turn rate is so ridiculous that you can't. It's basically like even a 0.5 second stun already.
They do have the CTY relic, and the question is it going to be in time to split push? I'm not sure. Tang Fu already double blinked the mech and the BKB. Maybe they even could go for Roche now. I don't think Vici Gaming can really fight this.
They can't fight because the split will be up. Oh, it will be up soon. 10 seconds.
So they're going to take this tower. Then most likely they'll go mid. They'll take the tier 1. Maybe someone goes to defend top.
SYDM either. He's gonna get killed.
Oh, Panda blinks in. There's the clap. SYDM trying to get away. Not able to. Wow. And that's another death for the Shadow Fiend. How many does he have to... 0 and 4. This is really not working out.
When you're pushing solo like this, you have to always be careful and to always take notice that because there's always a support, someone that can TP behind first before someone else TPs in the front to catch you. So you have to anticipate that there's at least 2 heroes coming for you. The SF was very cocky and he was just farming in front of the tower there, and he didn't know that the Panda was already TPing behind. You have to know that sometimes it's really not safe anymore, and he was just overstayed his welcome and he got killed there. Really a very bad mistake by him.
And the key is the blink daggers, because once you have those blinks, that's where you can TP behind the tower or in front, whatever way you want to do it, and he'll jump you. So the safe area is much farther back than it normally would be.
But they already knew that the Bat and the Panda has their dagger. It's not like a surprise factor for them. So I think it's a very bad mistake by the SF.
CTY does have his Radiance out. It's a pretty good Radiance timing too. And Long DD was hunting him.
Yeah, they almost got him. Almost.
Just a second late there. Rubik's still not level 6. Lena still not level 6. These supports are really far behind.
Such a happy game to be the Rubik. You just need a level 6.
Oh yeah, he wants that panel, but he's not going to be able to get it. Fenrir is going to fall here mid. And now they look to take the tier 1. Then Bat Rider catching another. He's blinking it. He's got the Rubik. Veronica's here with the black hole. Thrown up in the air. Not able to get it off yet. YXY still alive. And the BKB from Luna. Here comes the Eclipse. That's a lot of damage. RP on 2, but just not enough follow-up yet. There's your follow-up with the raises. But is it sufficient? Even the Radiance just doesn't seem like it's doing enough damage right now. And that's with the Panda ult being over. Now they'll Drunken Haze the Bear, I assume. Just trying to run away. Sticky Napalm stacking up. And Tang Fu, they are forced back, but they're picking up a lot of kills, and with the RP down, they may look to go again. We didn't actually see a black hole in that fight.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mana to use it because he just went for the soaring. He didn't went for the soaring, and he went for a straight mecha, and he had some mana issues in that fight, but he will not. He already had an Arcane Boost, so it won't be the same issue again the next fight.
The thing is, now he's got Arcanes, like you said, so it's not going to be an issue anymore.
It's the thing where that's why I don't see many players where they rush the mecha on the Enigma. It's different with the Chen though. Even with the Chen, if you rush mecha and you don't have arcane boots early on, you will have that mana issue because of the changes where the sandbag now is test of fate and it costs 200 mana to sandbag. You can't use it as effectively as before.
It's very expensive, you know. It's like living in London or something. Everything just costs. You know, you want a Coke, it costs you $10. Things are cheaper elsewhere.
Yeah, usually you try to get a mana item on Enigma. It's either Soaring or Arcane Boots before you go for the mecha.
This was a nice adjustment by Veronica this game. I still think it's the right choice. Getting that early mecha out, it's letting them push so much more aggressively.
And I think he probably thinks that because there's a CM aura and he should be able to handle the mana issues better.
Long DD is on the hunt. I would like to see that gem for Tang Fu soon, but not just yet.
I think it's fine though if they buy it now because they're in such good control of the game, and every time the panda has a split up, there's no way that VG can fight. So during the point where you don't have the panda split or even the black hole, it's always a good time for a hero like Rider and a CM to move around the map to control whatever vision, to limit all the vision that the enemy team has. Since you are not going to fight because of the big ultis down, it's better off doing something like that.
I hate to sound like a broken record, Winter, but these supports are still not level 6. They really need to go clear a jungle camp or two. They need at least a chance at stealing those big ultimates.
This is why they're so level, because they wasted too much time early on the smoke gangs and they weren't able to get anything.
Here comes Long DD. He's got XTT now blinking for Panda. Where's that ultimate? It's on cooldown for 10 seconds. That was a 3-hero telekinesis stun. Look at the razors flying out. Now Moo running away. How with a double, but on the back foot, the bear giving chase. What an incredible telekinesis. And now off of that, he's level 7, almost 8. Who needs jungle creeps, he says. LD, you don't know what you're talking about. The Radiant's burning these heroes down. I think go for sansheng here or the Roshan. What are they going to do?
Roshan should be, but I think that would take a long time because SF is still not that high level, and his presence of the... Oh, he didn't even skill even 1 level on it yet.
That was such an incredible telekinesis stun on that fight. That really saved them.
I would attribute it more to Tongfu's mistake, bad judgment, because they didn't have the split there and they went in.
Yeah, 10 seconds too early. That was the other factor.
I think it was the Bat Rider that went in first.
Yes, he did. And he grabbed the Magnus, but without the Panda ult, there was no follow-up.
Yeah, it must be communication breakdown where the Bat Rider didn't know that the Panda ult still needs another 10 seconds and he thought it was already ready because they were getting into position in front of the tower and they were made to pay for it by VG.
Veronica's waiting. Long DD blinks in, but he doesn't actually have his ultimate yet. Could have easily gotten the support if he did.
Yeah, he was trying to push him back with the flame break, and hopefully that the CM or the Enigma would be able to follow up with the stun.
Okay, so they had a really bad fight? That's okay, we're just gonna go push mid again anyway. And this time we have our Panda ult.
Yeah, and Moo has an offering also to help out the push.
Yeah, just more armor for the creep wave for the heroes here.
And to counteract the minus armor from SF.
Yes, this is true, and that's...
Which he still hasn't skilled. Oh, he skilled 1 level of it.
I do want to point out, though, CTY, has he been farming? He's 40 CS ahead of Shadow Fiend, 70 ahead of the Luna. If they can win a fight and get some towers and a Roshan going their way, I guess a lot of it's hero kills. You just see how Hao's been so much more involved in the fights. 7-0 and 7, you compare that to the Lone Druid 1-0 and 4. It shows you a much different strategy with the carries this game.
But I think Tongfu has to take it slow now because they just lost a fight and they cannot take another combat where they're going to lose out again. They have to be more secure in their decision making right now. So they're going to have to farm up at least 1 more item before they will go again, or at least get the Roche. They have to be extra safe right now because of the mistake that they made before.
If they lose another fight, Vici Gaming's probably taking Roshan, especially if the Rubik's able to steal Panda Ultimate.
And look at the scoreboard, the last hit scoreboard.
Yeah.
SF and Scrub is leading everyone.
Yeah, the Lone Druid is like 50 CS ahead of Luna, and yet Luna, when it comes to net worth, and the tower advantage is going their way, but it's mostly the kills and the assists.
Yeah, 7-0. The 7-0 kill count for Luna, and they are hit by 2 towers.
Actually, if you think about it, they have 18 kills. She's been involved in 14 of them. That is a very high kill participation rate.
Yeah, and with a hero like Luna, it's okay not to just keep farming and to join fights. When he joined, I think, almost all the fights when he had a BKB, if I'm not mistaken. He was there all the time.
Yeah, he's been in almost every single fight. Every single group up and push, he's been there.
I'm still feeling worried for Tongfu. If they don't get a gem out and whatever movement they do, and if they were unlucky to be spotted out by a ward from VG, they could be made to pay for it. Because SF has his Shadow Blade right now.
Yes, I was actually going to point out he was going for that earlier, but so much action. SYDM, he's gone for a very late Shadow Blade. I don't know if he's going to find any pickoffs in these fights because Tang Fu is 5-manning everywhere.
Tongfu needs a gem. They really need to control the map.
Yeah.
To deward the vision right here, even the vision right here. Everything has to be dewarded in here.
That's something... Vici Gaming have good vision up. It's actually something we haven't been seeing it from this team, and they're going right into Roche.
Smoke gang.
Yeah, here comes the smoke. The Bear's going to lead the way. Spots out sansheng. Will they get out of here?
It's going to be bad.
Are they going to fight? Are they going to run? They're not sure yet. Crystal Maiden falls. But that's not really I think they can still fight at Roche without her. It's going to be a little bit harder, though.
It's going to be a bit risky because CM does provide a lot for her team. The Nova, the Bite, and the Freezing Field, they deal a lot of damage.
Oh, Vici Gaming. They don't want to go for Roche. They're going to head top. What are they... Oh, they're getting the haste turn, maybe.
I think they just don't feel that comfortable to take a fight at the Roche because at that in this area right here, the congested area, when the enemy team has a hero like Enigma and a Panda follow up with the split, it's not a good place for you to be in to start a fight.
The other nice thing is Lone Druid, the farming continues. I can't actually see. Where's the bear? The bear's on the bottom side of the map. And is there anything on the courier? A little bit off of the Assault Cuirass, but he'll have it in the next 2-3 minutes. Maybe 4 minutes at the rate he's going. And once he gets that up, the Luna doesn't hit nearly as hard. It will keep your team alive.
You have always been right with your minute timings with the items, so it'll be good to know that you're right again. Time. 3 minutes, I'm gonna time you.
That might be a little ambitious. Maybe it's more like 4 minutes. We'll see.
Unless they win a fight, and you have it in no time.
It's CTY. He's been farming very well, and Luna has a big item. I think it's the Mansa coming right now.
Yeah, VG has to be very careful right now because they're still way a lot behind right now, and as long as they keep their heads up and not get caught, wait for the one more item from the Shadow Fiend, it should be very good for them in the next fight, as long as they don't do any silly mistakes and getting like 3-man black hole, 4-man black hole by the Enigma.
It's all going to come down, not all of it, but a lot of it comes down to YXY. Can he steal that big spell in a crucial team fight? Can he have the kind of impact we've seen from other Rubik players, particularly Dai, who's just been sensational in his? If he can, I think it's Vici Gaming that's going to take these fights, but if he doesn't, it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, because as the game progresses, Lone Jude will be able to nullify the Panda speed because he can just take out the Fire Panda first easily with his Spirit Bear, and the Panda doesn't deal that much of a damage with the Fire Spirit down.
One thing they don't have are any support items, though, when it comes to the Mechanism, Force Staff, Pipe. They have nothing along those lines.
Ninja Rush, they just smoke and all blink in to get the rush.
Well,
I think they saw the Luna.
They definitely see it now because there was a ward up on the hill and Chris Tomato was dewarding it.
That's why I said they need the map control, they need the gem. And Bad Rider was very rich before, he could have just gotten the gem.
When I first pointed it out, I was saying he doesn't have one, but, he could get one now. And you were saying you really would like to see it. Then they lose a crucial fight mid. Part of that did come down to Tang Fu having good vision. Then we saw the Crystal Maiden get picked off. That also coming down to decent vision from Vici Gaming. Something they struggled with earlier, but they've got it now. And they see...
They're going in.
They're going in. Here comes Shadow Fiend down the river. No, the haste turn is gone, but in comes the Lone Druid Bear. Roshan at about half HP. Who's going to go in first? XTT is a Blink Dagger. RP on the entire enemy team. What a disastrous RP. Everybody's going to explode. It's a team wipe. What just happened? 5-man RP. Unbelievable play. Tang Fu. Disastrous positioning for them.
Was it 5-man? I think it was 4-man.
Maybe 4-man. Maybe 4.
It was 4. I think I got it. I caught a glimpse of it and it was only 4.
But it was all the key heroes. It was all the key heroes.
Still, 4-man is already like a 5-man.
Oh boy, they didn't get to use anything. No Panda Split, no Black Hole, no Eclipse, no BKB, no Manta. Not a single important spell was used. You talked about the congested area, and Enigma and Panda are great with that. So is Eclipse. But hey, VG is something that's great in congested areas too. It's that RP. Wow.
Yeah.
What a huge fight for them.
The RP follow up with the Light Strike Array from the Lina really destroyed all of them.
It's the vision! It's the vision! They had the ward here, they saw what was going on, they had the ward up here that got dewarded.
No. Yeah, this ward. And there was a thing where I was very worried about Tongfu when they didn't have a gem to deny all the vision. And that cost them really. And they also 700 gold item cost them that fight.
And they also didn't, and look how much gold they lost. A lot more than 700 gold. So for those who are saying, oh, it's an investment, do you really need one? It's not just the gem's cost itself and getting rid of wards. It's when you lose a big fight because you don't have the vision. You lose a lot more than that 700 gold. A lot more.
I have to repeat this again. You have to get a gem even though when you're winning or when you're losing. It's very important. When you're winning, the gem helps you further extend the lead by denying all the wards and vision of the opposing side. And when you're down, the gem allows you to deward any sort of lane wards that the winning team has and gives you a chance and your team to come back into the game. this gem is a really underrated item. I think personally, it's one of the very crucial items in high level play.
Let's just come out and say it. Gem wins games. Gem wins games.
Yeah,
And
I have to agree with that statement there. Gem does win you games, and look at that. Just because they didn't have a gem, when they could have afforded it any time earlier, even 5 minutes earlier, and they paid the price. 5-man team wide.
boy, that was a steep price to pay. I don't know if there's a steeper price than that. And that was a team fight for Vici Gaming where there was no Rubik stealing any big spells. We still haven't seen it.
He didn't even have to steal.
Yeah,
anything
there's nothing to steal.
Because everyone is dead.
Oh, yeah, they never get to use anything, but that's what I'm talking about, is that's the team fight without Rubik stealing anything. Imagine if he does. It could be so much worse. And I think the initiative is really with Vici Gaming now. They've got the better late game with the Lone Druid as well as the Shadow Fiend and Mag just to buff them both up. And also the items are really coming out now. Assault Caress should be up on the bear. It is up on the bear. And for Shadow Fiend, up to 3,900 gold. I would like to see a gem from Vici Gaming as well.
LD. Only now Tongfu has a gem. Only now.
You
After they lost that big fight.
You gotta figure someone's screaming about a gem after the way that one developed.
It's really bad for them to just notice right now. The damage has already been done already. They took a very huge blow there.
Vici Gaming, how confident must they feel after that fight? That's got to be a shot in the arm for this team.
And you know that in the late game phase, Tongfu really has a hard time. The Panda split doesn't do anything much in the late game. And Luna can't handle 2 carries at the same time. Silabe and SF hitting him down.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing is the Crystal Maiden really doesn't do anything later on. And with Vici Gaming, when they have that Aegis up, having a team fight oriented lineup is very dangerous against the Lone Druid. He's so tanky. If he comes back to life a second time, then you have nothing. Their team fight is very reliant on that Panda ult and the Enigma ultimate, even the Eclipse. Once those are down, they're just a shadow of them former selves.
Yeah, CM is not a hero, not a support like Rubik, which you can contribute a big portion to the fight in the late game. CM is just only good, very good in the early phases, not as flexible as the late game and mid game goes by.
And here comes the Siege with that Lone Druid having the Assault Caress. There's a blink up on Enigma, but can he find the openings? They're also pushing top simultaneously. Going for the trades, XTT really whips the skewer and blows the RP!
He blows the RP already.
Wow, now they have to back. They must retreat.
He got overconfident after getting that 4-man RP there.
This is very important because by the time it's up again, the Roshan Aegis is almost down. That's a big mistake.
I think Tongfu are going to push right now.
Oh, there's no RP. Is this going to be the game going back the other way? It's still going to be hard to go high ground against this Vici Gaming lineup.
He was just a bit... I think he was just a bit too impatient right there. He could have just waited, and they really wanted to get the pick off there, and he just went in and blew the skill and blew the RP.
Yeah, much better. I think even if you want to go for the pick off, just use your skewer. Don't use your RP for a solo hero.
Because now Tongfu is in a position where they have to engage first to get the initiative in the team fight, and the XTT, he just has to wait
to counter.
He just has to wait to counter it with a good position and a good timing. He doesn't really need to rush it and to go in with his RP first, because if he does that, it will give the advantage over to Tongfu's side. The Enigma will be able to control the fight later on. He can judge the situation when he wants to go in and when not to go in.
I do want to point out 98% of the fans were saying this is going to be Tang Fu series. And still, this is only game 1, and for Vici Gaming, they have to 2-0 Tang Fu. So, in order to keep their playoff hopes alive, they have to 2-0 them, and then it comes down to tiebreakers. We're only at game 1, but there's a glimmer of hope for the Tang Fu fans out there, and, well, I'm sure Vici Gaming, what an amazing story it would be if they somehow take this series. Even just taking this game is going to give them a lot of confidence, if they can do it. The Aegis is still up, it's going down pretty soon. Mag ult is down in 10 seconds. But, in fact, the Aegis, only about 30 seconds left, so I guess VG is just going to let it expire and angle for later game. They don't seem like they're trying to push.
As VG right now, they don't have to worry at all about late game and mid game. Even the ultra late game is going to be very hard for Tongfu's Luna to handle the SF and the Lone Druid, not to mention the Empower.
Yeah, that's another tool in their arsenal. And Tang Fu triple blink daggers out on them. It's a team that just relies on jumping you and overwhelming you at the mid game.
And not to mention, VG has more arsenals than only the SF and the Magnus. They have the Rubik Steel, which could be at times at the right time could be a deadly steal and destroy the whole team fight with it.
Here comes the Shadow Fiend ultimate. Wants a solo kill, long DD. SYDM does it. We saw it on the Beastmaster yesterday. We see it on the Shadow Fiend today. Finds the solo kill, and that creates some breathing room for his team.
That's the first solo kill, right, from his Shadow Blade, since he got it like 10 minutes ago.
But it does show you, you know, Tang Fu, if they're trying to avoid the big fights at this point in the game, this is something that could disrupt that. This is something that can force them to fight when Shadow Fiend gets that pick off. Then Vici Gaming can look to push.
Yeah, and again, Vision. You don't know the SF is there, and you pay for it. Yeah. Vision. How important is the Vision right now?
You should do a tutorial on Vision. I think all the players out there would love to see it. But, you know, the other thing is the gem's up on Mu. It's up on the Panda, which is a great hero to carry it, but if it was on the Batrider there, he probably gets away.
I think they should probably let the Batrider hold it, because he's going to be the one engaging, and he's always in the front lines.
Here comes the smoke.
If he blinks in and tries to lasso the SF and he walks out, it could be bad for them.
Uh-oh, Mu! No, they're not going to go in there. They were just poking away. I like this from Vici Gaming. Like you said, you have the game late, you've got the better team fight, you've got more physical damage. The Panda ult scares off very hard. You can even steal the Black Hole later on. You could steal that Panda ult. Lone Druid and Shadow Fiend should be able to outcarry Aluna as the only physical damage source. So they take the tower and they back off. They're not doing what they did with the tier 2 push mid, where they really forced it with the RP.
This is what they should be doing. They should be the ones standing in front with the Lone Druid, hitting down the tower and forcing Tongfu to react. Either you come in with your Batrider or Enigma, and my RP is going to be waiting for you. They should be forcing that type of situation, not by going in with the RP and having the Enigma smiling over you. Okay, this is my time to black hole everyone.
We could see the big black hole, and that could turn this game, especially with the glaives bouncing through.
When you talk about big black hole, have we ever seen even one black hole this game?
No, I don't think we have, because the early fights he didn't have mana for it, and then later on he's just getting caught.
Oh, the first fight I remember, he didn't have mana, and the second fight was the fight where they got
RP'd 4-man RP'd, yeah. And Hal's got a butterfly, but the Lone Druid is building, it looks like an MKB here. And Shadow Fiend may go for one eventually as well.
It could probably be a basher.
It could be.
Who knows? Yeah, it could be a basher.
It's very disruptive to the Panda ultimate.
But what if he goes for a basher or a MKB? I don't think it would be such a huge factor if any item he chooses, because right now, no matter he goes for MKB or basher, it will be really good for them as well. He just needs to deal more damage at this point, and both those items give him a huge amount of DPS, and they can just kill the Panda Speed later on, just with the Spirit Bat hammering down. He has to focus the Fire Panda down first. Then after that, there will be no more damage from the Panda Speed. Just a very minimal damage from it.
And yeah, and it's going to be coming out really soon, and Roshan's about to spawn. Is there a smoke up on Tongfu? I didn't see one. No smoke. They have to charge in here past a ward. And this
Did they see? I think they didn't, because the vision from this ward is up to here.
Yeah, it doesn't see this area.
Yeah, it doesn't see that area, yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be hard to contest this without a smoke. It's going to be very hard to fight without a smoke.
VG is worried because they can't see anyone on the map.
They're playing it safe. This is a good decision by them.
Yeah, very worried.
Would like to see a gem for them as well, but they don't really have the best heroes to carry it, I guess.
They were talking about how Tongfu doesn't have a gem, and VG doesn't have a gem also.
It's very suspicious, because top lane is pushing to the tier 2, and nobody's reacting to it. And with this TP... Batrider
is going down already.
Yeah, Roche is going to melt.
They saw the Batrider... I think they saw the Batrider TP home.
I thought I saw TP scroll top, but then he showed up in the bottom lane, so I'm not sure what happened there. Either way, they get the Roche, and they give it to Shadow Fiend this time.
They didn't spot out the ward there, I think. This ward here. And where did the Batrider TP? I think they saw the Batrider TP and they just walked straight into the Roshan to finish it.
He showed up at the bottom tier 1, but I could have sworn I saw a TP at the top tier 2. Either way, with the creeps being there, and that's they wouldn't have seen the bottom tier 1 if he TP'd there.
But talking about how well Tongfu was playing the early game, and they sort of collapsed when it comes to mid phase.
It's very concerning, because Vici Gaming, this is it. If anyone should have the edge with decision making, it should be Tang Fu. They're the experienced team. They should have the better positioning, and they're not showing it.
VG made some time wasting smokes at the early stage that caused them the levels of the supports, and after that, Tongfu gave everything back to them by losing that fight without a gem.
That one fight, just turning the game on its head. Here we go, Panda ult, but SYDM is looking to run away. There's a gem on the Panda. They should see SYDM. He's channeling Requiem. RP! Nice RP by XTT. Really freaking nice RP, but the black hole turns it around. I don't think it's enough. Rubik stole it! He stole the black hole! YXY winning them the fight. It's gonna be a team wipe. He dies. Ultra kill by SYDM. Still has the Aegis. Vici Gaming, that's gotta be it. Oh boy.
And I think you have to credit XTT as well for setting up the fight and the black hole steal. He sort of forced the Enigma to black hole, and the Rubik, he didn't try to steal anything before. He was just waiting because he knew after the Mag went in with the RP, the Enigma has to come in with the black hole, and he was just waiting and waiting and waiting. Once the Enigma came into black hole, he stole it and used it against them.
Wow, what a team fight for Vici Gaming. What a performance from them. They're going to be leading this series 1-0. If they win this game, it forces a three-way tie as far as actual record and games won in each match go. And then it comes down to tiebreakers. The details of that, I don't have them 100% confirmed on hand. We'll see if it happens, though. They haven't. They're not out of the woods yet. They've won this game. They got to win too. But a hell of a comeback. And this is the kind of game that can really start to build a team's confidence and help them to gel together.
I don't see how Tongfu will come back right now. They are already very far behind.
They're down one lane of Rax. They don't have the late game.
2 lanes of Rax. 2 lanes of Rax.
Oh, sorry, 2 lanes of Rax. I got so excited by that team fight. And
they lost. The one important thing, they lost the gem. They lost the gem.
And the map control, that's something that Vici Gaming didn't have, was a gem of their own, but now they have it on XTT. And the support items are coming out, double force staff. This really mitigates how effective that Luna can be with her Eclipse in the team fights, and even helps heroes to just get away from the Bat Rider. All the support's getting items. Across the board, Vici Gaming just looking a lot stronger right now, and it's only going to get worse for Tang Fu.
We were just talking about how VG doesn't have a gem, and now they have a gem, courtesy of Tongfu.
Courtesy of Tang Fu, indeed.
First, we talked about Tongfu not having a gem, and they lost a fight, and they got a gem out later on, and we were talking about VG not having a gem, and Tongfu lost a fight, and gave their gem to VG.
Winter, you said GG, but Tang Fu are fighting on. They're expending a lot of energy on this game, and it's
already very far behind, but I wouldn't blame them to continue to fight. They have to try their best to, because they can't afford to lose the game, and they should still try to fight.
Yeah, if they can somehow turn this game around, then it's going to be Vici Gaming who are just crushed.
I'm pretty sure if the opponent is IG and something like that happened, it would have been a GG. But because it's VG, they're still counting on them making some silly mistakes and giving away the game to Tongfu.
They haven't been making too many later on in the game. Ever since that team fight at Roshan, we've seen good warding, and even after the laning phase, they've just been a lot more solid. It's almost like someone just started stepping up and saying...
There's one bad decision they made, the second tier 2 tower in mid lane.
Yeah.
Where they shouldn't have dived in.
But for the most part, it's been very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Hal got entangled after his Manta Cell. He's got the BKB. He's forced to blow it, though. In comes the black hole. Isn't enough, though. It's canceled. It's stolen again. Stolen again, but actually whiffs on it pretty much there. Nonetheless...
He didn't steal the black hole. It was the black hole.
Oh, it was the reused one. I think he could have stolen it though if he wanted to. I guess he didn't need to.
He just wanted to steal something else.
Yeah. Wow, triple for Fenrir. And Tang Fu throw away a game that it really looked like they had.
There was really low percentage of VG winning that after the start, where they made bad decisions by smoking all the supports all around and didn't accomplish much. And got ganked so hard that they were so far behind in the form of the SF, and the only one doing well is the Lone Jude. And when they gave away the fight like that, from Tongfu gave away the fight, and they gave everything back to VG. After that good start they had, and they threw it away. I was very disappointed with them. They are a very experienced team, in my opinion, and mistakes like that shouldn't have happened to them, especially the gem.
Or whoops, I just muted my microphone there. I was blabbing to myself, apparently. But yeah, guys, that's gonna... If this game actually... If Vici Gaming take this 2-0, then, as you can see from the group standings here, it'll be 2-4 for all three of these teams. Tang Fu, MUC, and Vici Gaming. But they have to take this game too. Winning the series 2-1 is not enough. It has to be a 2-0 victory. Otherwise, Vici Gaming still has no chance to advance. But if they can do it in Game 2, then the entire group will be 2-4. All three of those teams, Tang Fu, MUC, and Vici Gaming, tied at 1-2 for overall game score or match score, and then 2-4 for overall game score. Can they do it? We'll find out soon. I'm LD. He's winner. We're Beyond the Summit here today, and we'll come back soon with highlights and then Game 2. It's all coming here in just a few moments' time.